welcome to the Blizzard Arena.
And the quest for a champion begins today.
The anticipation has been building, and it is finally time. We are live.
Are you ready?
That is a really...
Can you get over the roof there?
Oh my.
Oh my, what a play! What a grab!
Another jump here on the high ground. Super goes forward, but gets stuck up. The EMP comes in, and ding, he rains down hell from above.
Here comes Pine. Gets one, gets two. Looking for a bit more, gets another one.
Tuno's down again. That heralds disaster generally for the Fusion, and Carpe wasn't far behind. Prophet, he's killed 4 players now on his own.
From Vancouver, locks him in the south area. South. Look at the bomb coming in from John. Oh my God, he does it again.
Flutter now moving onto the Widowmaker, taking the clutch into his own hands. The headshot, and the headshot, and the headshot.
Okay, I like this for the Gladiators. We're going to try and circle around. I'm going to call this the merry-go-round because it makes me laugh. Makes me happy, and Sean Paul switches to the Widowmaker at just the right time.
Oh, the Gravy!
I'm the best fish in the world.
Oh my word!
I mean, you could have told me that you spoke English, honestly.
The fans never thought they'd see this day. It took 43 matches. Feels like a really emotional moment here.
Hello, Wayfarer. Alright, happy Year of the Snake, and first thing first, welcome back to another Thursday. And as natural, we're gonna first off start with Mr. Johnny Salami, or Johnny Somali, and other nuisance streamers as well.
So, to give you some background here, because we need a little background, Johnny is currently stuck in Korea. He's also banned off Kick. But what Johnny wants more than anything else is, other than perhaps to escape Korea, which he hopes he doesn't have to end up on the cabbage farm. But the other thing he really wants is to be on Kick. But he is permanently banned from that platform. He's perma-banned from that platform. And because of that, it's, he can't be on that platform. He wishes he could, right? But meanwhile, all of his friends, all of his homies, all of his bros, I
think you have to do something really bad to get banned on Kick. I mean, I have an account, but I don't use it. I don't know the, restrictions or things. I guess disrupting an entire country would do it.
All on Kick, and they're having a grand old time in Japan. So whereas he could be there with them, he could be hanging out with them, he could be making quote unquote content with them, if he wasn't such an insufferable tool
and an idiot,
he could be doing that. He has to watch from his cold bedroom, nestled next to Hanky Poo, right? Perhaps wearing a skirt, who knows? He's got to watch from that cold bedroom as everybody else has fun and makes money in Japan. It's very, very frustrating for him, right? And just to show you a little bit of the group here, this is not all of them, but there's a larger group here. Generally, the group is Ice Poseidon, I believe Nana, this Japanese streamer, slightly homeless, Durant, there's some others like Hyub Sama, and I think Suspendus is there. So generally they're there. Now they've been relatively staying on the positive side, but there have been a couple incidents. I'm going to play some video here where they've gotten into some tussles, they've gotten in some fights. Let me just play this one.
Because I speak Japanese, I know what she's thinking.
No,
I understand.
Talk to Japan. Why? This is romantic couple. Why?
You don't understand.
I understand.
You don't understand.
I understand.
You don't.
You want my punch?
Why are you gonna punch me?
Because you come to tell him. So many views. What? Shut the fuck up, you.
It doesn't matter.
Why
Punch me,
doesn't
motherfucker.
matter?
Do it. Punch me.
What?
Punch me.
Punch you?
Get it.
Really?
Yeah, try it.
So now he's daring him, he's provoking him to punch him, right? So well, guess what happens?
Try it, bro. Try it, bro.
The volume's bad.
You can touch him?
Try it, yare.
No, you can touch him. No.
Yare,
So then you got these guys brawling.
Yeah, try it, bro. Wait. I'm waiting. Free content. Free. Get banned, bro. You're already banned. You're already banned, bro.
So these guys just like limp-wristed tussling. You got the.
I mean, to be fair, that's just a guy being a guy, but also it's just don't encourage someone to fight you
out here. Like these guys, I mean, this is like possibly the most questionable content. I mean, I'm wondering if these guys are ready to snuggle with Hank and Johnny, because this is just very, and this is the type of shenanigans. I want to give you guys a taste for the shenanigans that these guys are getting into, right? Look at this. Actually, let me fast forward. It gets even worse. Look at the gunt here. Check out the gunt on this. This is just hilarious.
Try it.
No.
Try it.
Look at that glorious gunt.
I'm warning
you.
Ooh.
Bro, you're getting banned. Shut the fuck up. You're getting banned.
Oh God. I mean, to be honest, I mean, maybe it is all kayfabe, but the point of the matter is that's the type of stuff they're rolling around doing for quote unquote content in Japan, right? That's what Johnny's missing out on, and he wishes he could be there to rub that belly in that mating dance that's going down between these two guys. Now, it hasn't all been sissy fights and pillows and, all that sort of stuff. There's been other stuff that's been a little bit more concerning, particularly regarding the female streamer that's there, because it's a bunch of dudes and one female Japanese streamer who's obviously joining, because I believe she's one of the first or one of the few female Japanese kick streamers. So because of that,
I feel bad for her. She has to deal with guys either causing problems or just being guys, and she's like,
she's joining this larger group because the rest of them are obviously kick streamers, right? But we'll get into some of the stuff involving her in a second, because it's kind of interesting and concerning. Okay, so let's start with stuff going into Slightly Homeless and what's going on with this other streamer. So, and in case you guys don't know who Slightly Homeless is, let me give a little background here. Slightly Homeless and was with Suspendus, who is one of...
that was someone actually that was Slightly Homeless. I didn't know his actual name.
Johnny Somali's bros and or mentors, right? Actually, this guy mentored him kind of into the game and how to use...
Oh, so it's his fault. Great.
Kind of negative PR for clout. Well, these guys at one point, and I'll pull them up right here. This was back in 2023. This is Suspendus here on the left and Slightly Homeless on the right. I'll pull up their photo. And this guy, he's dyed his hair purple blue in Japan, and he's currently in Japan. I believe Suspendus is there as well. Now, they were arrested in Nepal after offering marriage to a 15-year-old girl.
Okay, that begs the question. What is the age of consent in Nepal? Okay, age of consent in Nepal is 16-year-old. Okay, so, age of consent is 18. Okay, age of consent by country. Okay, here we go. And states. Oh, Paul. Okay, unrestricted by age difference. I just found, okay, there we go. Now, 14 to 17. Unrestricted, 18. So, to be fair, it is kind of around the area, but, it's probably still 18 anyway. I mean, the highest I saw was 16 to 8. So 16 or 18 is the age of consent.
Let me repeat that for you guys. They were arrested in Nepal last year, or rather 2023, so almost maybe 2 years ago, just about 2 years ago. They were in Nepal offering marriage to a 15-year-old girl. So I'll leave it out there and up to you guys whether or not that is a one-off thing or whether that was a pattern of behavior. But they faced up to 10 years. I believe ultimately Slightly Homeless was deported and Suspendus spent, apparently, according to this, 60 days in prison. Maybe. So I don't know whether they actually got time served or actually served that time or was just sent out. But they actually got arrested for it. So that is a thing. Right. So that's your background of this guy going into this situation. So this is a guy that you're deciding to bring with you on your trip and to stream with you, as you're out there, as you're hanging out. So let's go over here and show some of the tips.
Okay. I just checked on the lowest age for marriage for a woman in Nepal is 17 years. 7.9 years for women. So, yeah.
Talking about this guy once again. His streamer name is Slightly Homeless, and we'll play this one more time, and I'll show this for you guys.
Discord for clip of Homeless saying he's going to f Nana tonight and her 10 times. What a fucking weirdo, bro! You gotta kick him.
So, check Discord for a clip of this guy saying he's going to f the Japanese streamer and come in her 10 times. So, and sorry for the vulgarity here. This is the actual language they use. And then they forward to him reading this. So I'm gonna play this here.
I'm gonna f Nana in her pussy and make her 10 times.
So once again, this is the same dude who got in trouble for proposing marriage to a 15-year-old girl. So is it a one-off or is it a pattern of behavior? You tell me.
I think if something that bad happened, I don't think it's a pattern. I mean, I don't think it's a one-off.
Explaining complex topics can be challenging. Highlight the text you want to simplify and let Grammarly rewrite it. Grammarly makes your message clear so it's understood.
Okay, random ad.
I'm gonna make Nana 10 times.
Okay, I do wonder, does she understand English?
Wait a second. Okay. So I'm not going to watch them like go back and do their kind of spastic replaying of that. It's already bad enough. But you can see this is pretty bad. And of course, this leads to a situation, right, where they're kind of grappling this guy. You know, and you'll see him here. He's here. The female streamer is here, right? You know, and that's the female streamer who he's threatened to kind of grape and, you know, do all those things to. Let's play this video here.
Hey, don't touch. Just don't touch. Hey, don't touch in this way. Don't touch.
Go and tell Homeless that man.
Don't touch. Don't touch. Don't touch. Let's end this fucking shit, man. Sky. Just keep.
I will admit she's kind of treating it very happy to try to diffuse this or make it where she's not scared or anything.
So these guys, you know, once again, you know, you get in a situation like that. That's the one where I say, you know, especially with somebody who doesn't know you and, you know, may not be your friend and, you know, you're looking like you're doing stuff non-consensually, especially in Asia, there can be enough for assault. There can be enough.
That's not going to go too well.
For battery, there can be enough for sexual harassment, you know, and this is all on film, right? So after making those threats and comments, you go and you touch somebody, right? That is definitely something that can push you towards the jail cell, right? If they decided to press charges against you, right? If they decided to do that, right? So this is the guy who, and this is a lead up here. This is the guy who ultimately ends up during one of these, you know, meetings of the streamers in Japan, calling Johnny Somali. But I just wanted to give you a background as to his character, right? So you've seen the type of person he is, you've seen the type of activities he engages in, the type of streaming he does, what he is, his pattern of behavior. And then we're going to come over and look at how he calls in Johnny. Now, this guy, once again, this is Slightly Homeless here in the photo, so you know who it is. You know, obviously, very dicey himself, is deciding to call Johnny Somali and then show his stream that he's calling Johnny Somali. Right?
Bold choice, because I'm pretty sure maybe it's just Twitch only. If you show Johnny Somali on your stream, you can get it taken down. Because I think Bong Bong got scared because he was on her stream, and thankfully Twitch didn't do anything about it and said it's fine.
So he's got his number. Sorry, drunk and need girl advice. So he's calling Johnny Somali for girl advice.
I don't think you need girl advice. Is not one I'd ask for advice from him from. Maybe how to be a piece of crap. Maybe.
You hear me?
No, I've been watching a little bit of the trip. Yeah, I know Nana. What's up?
Yes, the camera's on.
Hi. Hi, Nana. Hi. Hello. Does she know Johnny Somali? Does she know me? From terrorizing her country?
So he's already bragging. He brags in the first second. Does he know me from terrorizing her country? He's banned from Japan. He can't come back to Japan. So understand,
at least not for 5 years, which hopefully he never comes back.
That he can't even go to this country. And actually, especially if he gets a criminal conviction in Korea, that may also work against him in coming to Japan for even a longer period of time. It's possible, right? Because he's got to disclose other criminal convictions. So his criminal past is catching up.
유명해진.
YouTuber.
Yes.
So she doesn't know who the fuck he is. So she's like, who the fuck is he? And of course he's wearing a MAGA hat, pretending he's whatever, or that he even voted, which he didn't.
Yes, get over here. Come here.
Nakadashi.
So he's saying Nakadashi, which means, in case you guys don't know what Nakadashi means, he's trying to say that to the girl, which means, how can I say this? Pie made of cream. Okay? Pie made of cream. I'll allow you guys to fill in that.
If you understand that, then yeah.
That one. So he's saying these disgusting things to the girl, right? And once again, this is a girl who's already been threatened to be essentially assaulted. Like, the guy has said he's going to essay her, right? And he's having his bro, Johnny, call up and also talk about giving her a pie made of cream.
Nakadashi.
Oh, what the fuck?
So now the other streams, like Ice Poseidon, overhears this. So now he hears that they're, he's overhearing, they're like yelling. He doesn't probably know who they're on the stream with. So we'll see what their reaction is when they show up.
Fucking Johnny Somali. Are you still alive?
Bro, hang up on this fucker.
Bro, what the fuck are you doing? What are you doing?
So they're trying to end the call. So someone is grabbing his phone and trying to end the call because they know that having Johnny as they're streaming on Kick is kind of like ban evasion, right? And they know that they've been working really hard to say they have nothing to do with Johnny. And then they have somebody who's in their group who they invited calling Johnny, right? When they've worked really, really, really hard to try to say, oh, we have nothing to do with Johnny. We're not like Johnny. But Johnny is literally in the frame with them.
Oh, this fucking guy.
What do you mean? I want advice. I want advice.
Yeah, what are you doing? Say something Somali. Somali.
See what he said there? Okay, hold on. So they're all saying there's two things going on here. So let me play back. Everybody is saying, so Ice is trying to say, hey, I don't want a target on my back. This guy things up for Kick, right? Like, get him, like, turn it off, right? Johnny said, you guys are coming to Busan. So he makes it sound like more than one of them are coming to Busan. Busan is a city in South Korea. It's the southern port city. It's the second largest city, right? So he makes it sound, he says, you guys. Now, I was talking with Fab earlier, and he was saying that apparently, I guess, only Slightly Homeless has made a plan to go. But he said you guys, which does imply there's more than one person. So I don't know. I mean, maybe only...
Maybe he was just make it seem like multiple were going, or that. But I mean, if I was, why would you? He was banned. Why would you try to get him on the stream? That's stupid.
Slightly Homeless has plans for now. Maybe the other ones are keeping it secret. Who knows? But it's it's still a meetup in Korea. And mind you, this is a Korea that's already thinking about reforming its laws due to nuisance streamers. So Korea, already being on edge and sensitive to this, is now on warning that Johnny Somali is trying to link and meet up in Busan with other streamers that can be classified as nuisance streamers in certain their activities. I would say, trying to marry a 15-year-old Nepalese girl probably classifies as nuisance streaming.
I'd say that's worse that's more than just nuisance.
And they're going to bring that to Busan. I think that's a recipe for disaster. I think that's a huge recipe for disaster. Now, I don't know what their timeline is. I don't know when they would go there, but Johnny does clearly make that statement here in this, which means he knows their plans. Let's play this one more time. I wanted you guys to hear this.
I want advice. I want advice.
Yeah, what are you doing? Say something Somali. Nephew Somali.
See, when you guys come to Busan, I'll be in Busan.
I'll talk to you later.
And what is he asking? Get him unbanned from Kick.
Unbanned
Yeah, good luck.
from Kick. That's not gonna happen, bro. Peace out, bro. I'll see you later.
He made Kick look like shit in Asia.
Well, we will save it. We will save it.
No, bro, what the fuck are you doing?
See, nobody is happy with that.
He looked like shit in Asia. Fuck.
See, so they had
everyone is mad because Johnny has a bad reputation, and they don't want their reputation ruined. Even if they have a bad reputation already, they don't want it worse.
to try to say that at the end. Hey, he made Kick look like shit in Asia. What the fuck are you doing? So the other streamers get mad at him because they know that alone, just putting Johnny on and offering to meet him up in Busan is going to hit news. It's going to get out there. It's going to circulate. Trust me, after the stream, other people are going to pick it up. And this is what happens. And, once again, nuisance streaming tends to have these collectives, tends to have people doing the same thing. They really like to do these meetups to create content. So this is something that's kind of inevitable where Johnny is going to try to make this happen. If this does happen in Busan, what are they going to try to do in Busan? Are they going to go to comfort woman statues together? Are they going to commit other crimes? Are they going to...
Please do not do this. This is my advice to... Obviously, no one's probably watching. If any nuisance streamers comes across this part of the stream, please do not do this. You're seeing what Johnny's doing. Do you want the same thing to happen to you? I sincerely doubt it. So do not do this.
Do whatever the fuck they're going to do. Who knows? Who knows what they're going to do in Busan, right? But obviously, people are on it now. People are going to be paying attention to it. Certainly, I will pay attention to it, and certainly, insofar as slightly homeless or whoever else tries to come to Busan and create issues, well, your boy's going to be on that one as well, right? We're definitely going to be on that as well. Mind you, this may be, I don't know what their timeline is, because I know they're supposed to be there for about 100 days. They may be there around the time of Johnny's trial, and who knows? Who knows if even they try to come up and attend Johnny's trial? That would be kind of hilarious if they tried to go.
Honestly, that'd be actually kind of funny.
Go into court with Johnny. Very funny.
All right, so that's the update for Johnny cases. So I'm gonna shift before we go to the second main topic, which is Zhao Lusi. I'm going to actually go over Maiden, which if you've been watching the last few months, my cover on Maiden and the K-pop group that is basically Gayen, who was the ex-member, she accused the CEO of essaying her. She got kicked out, said there was nothing wrong, and then an actual justified boycott happened. Okay, let's see. Maiden Forever. Okay. Oh, my birthday. Okay, let's see, maybe. To help with... Okay, protect... Okay. Support a company accused of causing... Oh, here we go. Harm and... Oh, Here's just the, yeah. Alright, okay. Outside that, let's just, okay. Yeah, this is a straight up smite. Seem like they called it Maiden Forever, which is straight up Maiden 7. Okay, that's different. Bro, and now this is just straight up. Kind of like straight up disrespectful in every way possible. Man. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, now that I spent a little bit on that, we're now gonna go over here. Which background for this, for her, she's a Chinese actress who had a seizure and could not walk or speak. And now thankfully she's doing better, but we're gonna actually go over it or react to it. So before we go, I have a playlist, and if you want the playlist, I will send it. But you know, yeah, they're right, they're blocking. Okay, yeah, okay, let's move on to here.
The tragic story of Chinese actress Zhao Lusi has shocked netizens all over the world, and even though her return has been announced, fans are still worried about her health. Born in 1998 in Chengdu, China, Lusi began her acting career in 2017 and soon gained the attention of fans thanks to her roles in famous dramas such as Oh My Emperor, I Hear You, and The Romance of Tiger and Rose. With her popularity on the rise, she landed several leading roles starring in many Chinese dramas, including Who Rules the World, Love Like the Galaxy, and Hidden Love, all of which were hugely successful. Thanks to her performances, she gained a lot of praise from viewers and critics, and the success of her dramas made her a well-known name among fans all around the world. In November 2024, Lusi starred as the female lead in the Chinese series The Story of Pearl Girl, and soon afterward she started to work on her next project, the upcoming drama Almost Lover. However, in December 2024, she suddenly halted all her activities, citing health issues as the reason. Lucy's fans were obviously worried about her, but no one imagined how bad the situation actually was until she was spotted in a wheelchair and the photos went viral on Chinese social media platforms and then around the world. As rumors about her condition got significant public attention, some netizens were able to reconstruct the worrying timeline of events that led to that point. According to Lucy's fan sites, on December 14th, she was filming while sick, and her health quickly deteriorated to the
just so you know, if you don't like, this is gonna get rough a little bit, so just bear in mind.
Point that she couldn't even walk. She was rushed to the hospital, but as soon as she got her treatment, her agency forced her to go back to the filming site, and they didn't provide the fan sites any explanation about her health. Lucy then had to keep working for days with no breaks until she collapsed on the set on December 18th, and her condition had worsened to the point that she wasn't able to walk or even speak. The first reports on Lucy's health stated that she was suffering from depression and aphasia, a communication disorder, and her team confirmed that she would halt all of her activities to focus on her recovery. However, even though she was in the hospital, her agency was still selling tickets for an event that she was supposed to attend on January 5th, which sparked a significant backlash against the company. After a few days with no updates, the aforementioned pictures of Lucy in a wheelchair quickly went viral online, but her agency still refused to provide an explanation about what was happening, only releasing vague statements, which was very suspicious. Lucy's health became the most talked about issue on Chinese social media, and while fan sites began reporting on what they saw, some bloggers accused her of faking her condition. As this discussion became more heated on December 31st, a friend of Lucy named Song Nanshi revealed the truth with a bombshell post on Weibo. She explained that Lucy's
Weibo. It's not Weibo, it's Weibo.
health began deteriorating after an incident that happened in April 2019 when she was auditioning for some roles in Beijing. Allegedly, Lucy was dragged to the bathroom by one of her managers and was berated for 2 hours. She was criticized for her weight and for her failure to land a leading role, but she remained silent throughout the incident, and when her manager left the bathroom, she tried to escape, but she met this person again. At this point, things got even worse as the manager allegedly chased Lucy and then slapped her.
Okay, this is kind of getting into a scenario where the maiden thing and this is kind of overlapping a little bit.
Continuing her post, Nancy explained that no one did anything to help Lucy, and she didn't want to take legal action because she feared consequences for her career and her family, so she remained silent about the incident. Meanwhile, Lucy's company brushed off the incident with no apology, telling her that the manager who attacked her was drunk. According to Nancy, Lucy was apparently able to overcome this incident, but she was actually just keeping all of her emotions and issues to herself, enduring an incredible amount of pressure without revealing to anyone how much she was really struggling with her mental and physical health. On January 1st, Lucy finally broke her silence, confirming Nanshi's claims and revealing many other worrying details about her health, which no one could have ever imagined. She confessed that as a kid and during her school years, she was often harassed and insulted, but she always put the blame for these incidents on herself, and she became used to dealing with these issues alone.
I think that's the main problem, is that she, from what I gather, is that every problem she has, she put on herself, which, to be fair, that's a lot of people do that. They blame themselves over anyone else, even if it's not your fault. It's like you blame yourself more than anybody, so hopefully after this, now that she's recovering, thankfully, she also is willing to accept help when she needs it, rather than pressuring it down on herself all the time.
Without seeking anyone's help. She explained that she did the same in 2019 when she was hit and berated by a manager after failing an audition, as described by her friend's post. After getting more recognition as an actress, she got the courage to try to leave the company that harassed her, but this proved to be more difficult than she imagined, as the agency
contracts and agencies are a little finicky about that. That's why also why they can't leave, because contracts. They can't. It's also expensive to leave.
Demanded a huge termination fee. In addition to this, when she asked to terminate her contract,
the termination fees are usually kind of massive.
Her boss responded by crying and threatening self-harm, and then spreading false rumors about Lucy both inside and outside the entertainment industry. Meanwhile, she started to suffer from depression after that incident in 2019, but she disregarded her mental health as everyone around her was telling her that she was just being overly dramatic and sensitive. By 2021, Lucy's condition worsened, and she began feeling sensations like insects crawling on her body and needles pricking her skin. The situation didn't improve much even after starting treatment under a psychologist, and in 2023 she began to suffer from a lot of serious health problems, including pneumonia, skin rashes, night sweats, and sudden deafness due to neurological issues. At the same time, she also had to deal with the passing of some relatives and the news of loved ones suffering from terminal illnesses, and the weight of these events made Lucy disregard her own health, making things worse. Even though her condition worsened even more throughout 2024, she still kept working despite often feeling dizziness.
That gotta be rough, your own plus everyone else you love. Come on. I mean, Also, hopefully she prioritizes her own health now more.
And joint pain until she collapsed in December. Lucy added that she never talked about these issues because she feared that her condition would be labeled as a publicity stunt. But now she hopes that her story can help raise awareness of the importance of mental health. In a follow-up post, Lucy revealed that she was diagnosed with dissociative disorder with an anxiety condition, and she was also suffering from malnutrition. She shared that at one point her weight had dropped to 36.7 kilograms, but she was able to increase it.
Okay, little ad break.
For a better what's next.
It back to 41 kilograms with the help of her parents. She then reassured her fans that she was recovering, showing how she was eating and walking on her own. After all these shocking revelations, Lucy's former boss denied all the allegations, and the man—
Because of course they did. I'm seeing a lot of similarities with Lucy's situation to Made In. Both their boss, the CEO or manager, horrible things. She came out and said it. The manager denied it. Back depression, other stuff. There's a lot of similarities. The only difference is the country, South Korea and China. That's the only kind of the only difference in actor, idol, and also one's legal, one's not.
Manager suspected of being the one responsible for the 2019 incident also refuted the rumors. Meanwhile, Lucy's agency is also facing a lot of backlash for overworking Lucy despite knowing the truth about her health issues. In addition to this, many netizens accused the company of covering up the issues, arguing that the truth was only revealed because the photos showing Lucy in a wheelchair were—
Yeah, I kind of believe that. I guarantee if those photos didn't surface, there's a chance we might not actually know why she took a break, or that there was anything wrong with her at all.
Leaked online. Fans and industry insiders came out in support of Lucy, offering love and strength to her, hoping for a speedy recovery. However, everyone was shocked when, on January 15th, it was announced that Lucy was about to make her comeback. While the announcement initially sparked a wave of excitement among fans who thought that Lucy had fully recovered, it became evident very soon that this was far from the truth. The announcement was made by a beverage brand for which Lucy serves as a spokesperson, and they stated that she would attend an event with 100 attendees that was originally scheduled to take place on January 5th but was postponed to January 25th. This was the event for which Lucy's agency was selling tickets while
I did see those videos and pictures. She had a cane.
she was in the hospital and was rescheduled, reducing the audience and moving the location to a private space. Previously, Lucy's events often had thousands of attendees and took place in open spaces, and this change suggests that she isn't ready to face a large audience. In fact, doctors have stated that Lucy requires at least 2 or 3 months of treatment and rest, so it's very concerning that she has to go back to work just 1 month after falling ill. According to Chinese media outlets, Lucy's decision to risk her health and go back to work is a clear sign that she has no other choice and she's being forced to fulfill her contractual obligations. Lucy is currently the most sought-after 90s star in the Chinese entertainment industry, with around 25 brand contracts, and she's required to constantly participate in commercial events, take photos, and film advertisements to fulfill her obligations towards her clients. Because of this,
right, let's go to the other one. Okay, therefore, the longer Zhao Lusi remains on a break, the larger the financial compensation her manager company must pay to partners. So that means the longer she's on break, the more the company that is she's signed to has to pay the partners that Lucy does brands with when she's on break. So they have to pay them while she's on break. So they want her to come back so they don't have to pay them anymore.
Film advertisements to fulfill her obligations towards her clients. Because of this, the longer Lucy remains inactive, the larger the financial compensation her company has to pay to their partners. So it's very likely that her agency is forcing her to go back to work as soon as possible.
That's what I kind of figured.
In addition to this, Chinese reporters have also suggested that Lucy has tried to have her contract with her current company terminated by revealing the harassment she suffered, but her attempt has failed. Media outlets have discovered that Lucy signed the harassment.
Okay, so she tried to hope. I mean, that's another thing. Unfortunately, it didn't work. Okay, in response, yes, for space and time.
she
Okay.
suffered, but her attempt has failed. Media outlets have discovered that Lucy signed a 10-year contract in September 2016, which stipulates that if she wants to unilaterally leave the company, she would have to pay a termination fee of
Okay. 25 million Taiwanese dollar. Wouldn't it be Chinese dollar? I don't know the terminology of the Chinese dollar's name. I'm just gonna say Taiwanese dollar just to be funny.
of over $14 million. Even if Lucy chooses to remain with the company until her contract expires and refuses to work, she might still face severe consequences, as the agency could use her connections to freeze her career and hurt her reputation.
I mean, if she signed in 2016, that means she has 1 year left till that contract is expired. So, but if she wants to leave now, I would not blame her.
Because of these issues, media outlets are suggesting that Lucy is being basically forced to work despite not being fully healthy. With these revelations, the initial excitement for Lucy's return has been quickly replaced with concern and outrage, and most netizens now simply hope that she can rest well and recover quickly.
I think that's a good expectation. Alright, so let's take a look. Okay, one last thing. But they're too long though. Okay, yeah, let's just scroll through this for a little bit. No.
JG
Okay.
4.3 incident. South.
Okay.
To South Korea, mainly just to get my bike. And
I don't know if that timing actually. So that timing that he's.
Okay, so this guy is banned.
That's all good.
Okay, so yeah. Yeah, so basically Johnny Somali has caused this entire thing to unfold. Alright, I mean, we could listen to some music. Yeah, and watch me cry. Just kidding. I don't know what else we got. Honestly, I mean, actually, let's go back over to Maiden because let's just scroll through for a little bit. Oh, that's not it. Oh. Wait, former CEO Kim has been sentenced to a 1 minor boy group auto. And so, why can't it be the one that... Can we do Maiden next? It says boy group, though. It doesn't say... Yeah, I mean, why didn't Maiden get it? Yeah, I mean, she. Okay. All right, so trying to think. Or 7, yeah. All right, so what else did I have? Actually, let's go back for a second for this one. Yeah, honestly, let's do this because I had this on here. And it's only 9 minutes, and I had this already watched, so let's...
Song Joong-ki was on top of the world of Korean entertainment for years, but fans have slowly turned their back on him, and a series of flops might be a sign that his fame is starting to disappear. He began his acting career in 2008 and had his breakthrough 2 years later after starring as one of the main characters in the popular series Sung Kyung-kwan Scandal. He then became an established star thanks to his appearance as the male lead in the movie A Werewolf Boy in 2012 and the drama Descendants of the Sun in 2016. With his popularity rising to new heights, he was beloved by fans all over the world, but this doesn't mean that he was immune from scandals and criticism. In 2017, he surprised the entertainment industry by marrying his Descendants of the Sun co-star Song Hye-kyo, but even more shockingly, the couple divorced just 2 years later. Rumors and speculation about the reasons behind the divorce ran wild over the following months, with Hye-kyo's company simply stating that there was a difference in personality between the two. Sometime later, it was reported that it was Joong-ki who filed for divorce, and he apparently did so without even telling his then wife.
Yeah, that's okay. His fame, I wouldn't say is going down. I'd just say, maybe, humbling. Because, again, even though you're famous, doesn't mean you're gonna get backlash or have very bad flops. My opinion is this is a humbling, showing that you just because you're famous does not mean you can do whatever you want, which this proves why.
further details were given, so it's still unknown what really happened between them, but there have been rumors that Jung-ki might have had an affair with his makeup artist, even if there was no infidelity involved. The way he blindsided Hyeokyo about the divorce has left a bad taste in people's mouths, to the point that they can't get over it. It's safe to say that his image was tarnished by this controversy, and many fans turned on him, but he was still able to weather the storm and return to his successful acting career. The huge popularity of his drama Vincenzo in 2021 made him an international star, and after a few complicated years, things were looking up for Jung-ki. In 2022, he cemented his popularity by starring as the main character in the series Reborn Rich, but soon afterward, his love life made headlines once again. That December, he announced that he was dating a British woman who was later revealed to be the actress Katie Louise Saunders. In the following months, the couple got married and welcomed their first son, but Jung-ki,
which I think that was also, I think that ironically the person who helped him with Italian in Vincenzo.
He received a lot of backlash after making some controversial statements. First, he talked about his relationship with his wife, saying that she helped him balance his emotions. However, netizens noticed that he previously said the same thing about
Oh, shoot. I mean, to be fair, people say that about the person they marry, so. But it's kind of weird for it to be said twice.
Hyeokyo, and for this very reason, many called him fake. Then he made things worse when he talked about his feelings on becoming a father and said, becoming a father and a husband can also mean actors will be losing their jobs. It seems that getting married and having a baby may gradually make me lose many projects. He added that he wasn't afraid of this issue, but many criticized him for this statement, pointing out how male actors usually continue their careers without issues after becoming parents, while actresses who become mothers often lose roles in popularity, and they have to put their career on hold for a long time. Netizens were really upset with Jung-ki for his statements, and the controversy had
maybe that's how he thought, but
a huge impact on his image and his career. Despite the fact that it was screened at the Cannes Film Festival, his 2023 movie Hopeless failed to attract a domestic audience when it was released in South Korea that October. The film was harshly criticized for lacking a clear and compelling storyline and for its inconsistent character development, and the movie suffered from financial losses after its underwhelming performance at the box office.
It's opening week and it has lower. Hey, that movie was good though.
This flop was another setback for Jung-ki's career, and his reputation as a major celebrity began to be questioned by fans and industry insiders, with netizens pointing out that his star power wasn't enough to attract audiences. Jung-ki acknowledged the criticism, but he dismissed the flop of his.
Yeah, school's good. Well,
all right.
I think.
Movie by arguing that he was aiming for something bigger, and his real goal was expanding his career to the global stage. Chasing this goal, he began to look for acting gigs outside of his home country, but it seems likely that he was also trying to get away from the constant criticism directed at him by Korean netizens. In fact, many people in Korea criticized him for seeking a job abroad, arguing that he was only doing this because he married a foreigner. Jung-ki addressed these rumors by saying that he has tried global auditions for many years, not because of his wife, but because he wanted to try different cultures and new genres. However, things didn't turn out too well for Jung-ki, and he confessed that he failed every single audition for international projects. It's unclear why he failed, but an issue that might be impacting Jung-ki's chances with international roles is the language barrier, since he has struggled for a long time with speaking English. While he has sometimes shown that he's able to speak English, and he has definitely improved over the years, his skills still require a lot of refinement. Jung-ki confessed his ongoing struggle with the English language by revealing that it's also a challenge at home and that he has to speak with his son in Korean because his English isn't that good. In any case, his failure to get international roles meant that Jung-ki returned to Korea, and in 2024, he starred as the male lead in the movie My Name is Lo Ki-won. While this film attracted some attention and even topped the Netflix charts, it wasn't exactly a success, as it came under fire for its plot and a few controversial controversial scenes. The movie follows the story of a North Korean defector who escapes to Belgium and falls in love with a Korean woman who's facing some hard times. While this might seem like an interesting premise, many critics found the storyline weak and uncomfortable. Some pointed out that the relationship that develops between the leads felt too sudden and even forced, while the main characters remained too one-dimensional. What makes things worse is that the love story between the main characters isn't even in the original novel the film is based on, but the director still chose to include some steamy scenes that show the lovers in intimate situations. The director defended her decision by saying that the steamy scenes help balance the story, and she felt like love was the only reason why the characters made some seemingly illogical choices in the movie. Jung-ki also addressed the criticism, confessing that he also had a lot of doubts about the plot when he first read the script, and he even refused the role initially for this exact reason. However, he said that when he received the same script 5 years later, he began to appreciate the story more, and he ultimately accepted the role. Jung-ki added that despite the harsh reviews, he still loved to work on this movie, and he was satisfied with how it turned out. However, things got much worse for him after the release of his next project, the film Bogota, City of the Lost, which is centered around a group of Korean immigrants who move to Colombia and find themselves involved in the black market of the country. The movie actually began production in 2019, but filming had to be halted the following year because of the pandemic, and a long series of issues and delays followed. Ahead of its release, the cast of the film, which also includes other established stars such as Lee Hee-jun and Kwon Hae-hyo, built up the hype by underlining the unique setting of Colombia, which is rarely seen in Korean productions, and expressing how much they loved working on this movie. However, when the film was finally released on December 31st, 2024, it flopped massively. The long-awaited film only attracted around 300,000 viewers in its first week, ranking third at the box office behind Harbin and Firefighters, which were both released earlier. The movie also received a lot of criticism, with viewers pointing out issues with the seemingly illogical plot and flat characters, and many calling it boring. With the previous flop of Hopeless, Bogota, City of the Lost marked Jung-ki's second consecutive flop at the box office. Adding these underwhelming performances to the harsh criticism received by My Name is Lo Kwan, which was only released on Netflix, reveals a worrying pattern. Netizens are now discussing whether Jung-ki has lost his touch, with many arguing that he's often playing similar characters, and others saying that his movies are always dull. In fact, many netizens believe that the problem is that he starred in too many mediocre films, and people nowadays don't watch movies just because a certain actor is in it. Some netizens—
That is true, regardless what country you're in, or language. They don't watch movies or shows because, I mean, some do. I mean, so some try a show, or it's more a TV show. Some try a show or TV because of an actor's in it, but if the show's bad, they just drop it. But movies, that's not usually the case. The movie star doesn't exist really anymore, unless you want to count Tom Cruise.
are more critical, arguing that he was never really a hit actor, and others even stating that he has ruined his image so much that they don't want to see him anymore. However, some people online instead think that the flop of his latest projects isn't a big deal, and he will have another hit someday, while many prefer seeing him in dramas.
I do agree with the second one. I'd rather watch a TV show than a movie. That is true.
Rather than films. This argument has also caused a lot of discussion after netizens noticed that Jung-ki hasn't played many leading roles in dramas, but every time he did, the series became a success. In the midst of all this criticism, Jung-ki attended an event to promote his latest movie alongside his co-star Hee-jun and with actor Lee Sung-min as a special guest. However, very few people attended the event, and Sung-min confessed that it was heartbreaking to see the theater almost empty. Jung-ki then expressed his thoughts, saying that Korean movies are struggling and are becoming increasingly hard to promote. He also said that he worked harder than ever for this movie, and then he became emotional and started to tear up a bit, ending his speech by thanking fans for their support. While some netizens have expressed sympathy for him, saying that his passion needs to be recognized, many have reacted harshly, with some saying that his tears were fake and others arguing that he shouldn't cry because he was still paid a lot of money regardless of the success of the movie. If this wasn't enough, Jung Ki has also been met with criticism for the way he talked about his wife in a recent video. While bragging about her cooking skills, he referred to his wife with a Korean word that can be translated to "that person," which is used in casual speech but is often considered a disrespectful term to use when talking about your partner. It seems like Jung Ki can't do anything right lately, with one flop after another and a lot of controversial statements, and these issues have massively impacted his popularity and his position as a major star in the Korean entertainment world. Later this year, he's set to make his drama return with a leading role in the series My Youth, and it will be interesting to see if this project will mark a resurgence for his career or if it will be yet another flop.
New CBS.
Okay, my opinion, which is what I commented on this video, is having flopping dramas is better than straight up cancel. Maybe humiliation will be humbling and a self-reflection moment. Maybe. I think you mean mud, but yeah. Anyway. Oh, thank you. Yeah. So that honestly, I although it's not legal, morally it's not okay, so I do understand why people are mad because you divorce your wife, and she has to she had to hear from the news. She didn't hear from him himself. She had to hear from the news, so that's even worse and kind of scummy. Morally, it's not okay. Alright, I'm gonna get out of here and see you Monday.
Welcome to the Blizzard Arena.
Oh, wait 1 second. Oh, cancel. Yeah. Happy Year of the Dragon. I mean, Year of the Snake. Rip the Year of the Dragon. Happy Year of the Snake, and see you later.
For a champion.
Welcome to the Blizzard Arena.
And a quest for a champion begins today.
The anticipation has been building, and it is finally time. We are live.
Can you get over the roof there?
Oh my.
Oh my, what a play, what a grab! Another jump here off the high ground. Super goes forward, but gets stuck up. The EMP comes in, and ding, he rains down hell from above.
Here comes Pine. Gets one, gets two. Looking for a bit more, gets another one.
Tsuno's down again. That heralds disaster generally for the Fusion, and Carpe wasn't far behind. Profit! He's killed 4 players now on his own.
From Vancouver, locks him in the sound barrier. Sound.
It's a huge bomb coming in from Zhou. Oh my God! He does it again.
Flutter now moving onto the Widowmaker, taking the clutch into his own hands. The headshot after headshot after headshot.
Okay, I like this for the Gladiators. We're gonna try and circle around. I'm gonna call this the merry-go-round because it makes me laugh. Makes me happy, and Sean Paul switches to the Widowmaker at just the right time. Oh, the Raven!
best jersey in the world.
You could have told me that you spoke English, honestly.
The fans never thought they'd see this day. It took 43 matches. Feels like a really emotional moment here.
All right. I will see you later.